I have a very seasonal one for you this week. This is Scene of Crime, a Christmas murder mystery by Jill McGown. A heavily pregnant Sergeant Hill and a DCI Lloyd, her partner on and off the job, are helping out at the local amateur dramatic society right before Christmas when the DCI gets a call that the local GP's wife has been found murdered in her home. The GP himself happens to be part of the play and was late to rehearsal that day. Is he the killer? Or was it his practice partner who's sporting a few telling bruises? Or someone else entirely? Can Lloyd solve the crime and be there for his heavily pregnant girlfriend and survive the chaos of amateur local theatre? Though it doesn't really say so in this new edition of the book, this story is number 11 of a series of mysteries about this detective, DCI Lloyd, and Sergeant Judy Hill. The first in the series came out in 1983, titled A Perfect Match, and this one was first published in 2001 originally. So you don't need to have read the rest of the series to enjoy this story, though reading this one may make you want to seek out the rest in the series. Jill McGown died in 2007, and her works are being reprinted so that a new audience can find her and enjoy her stories. She's an author that deserves to be rediscovered. Her detective stories sit at an interesting junction in the evolution of the mystery genre, using some classic traditions of the mystery novel that were already well established and bringing the characters and personal situations into a more present-day setting. It makes for stories that feel cozy but not too cute, that feel realistic and well realized, but also not too gritty and too real. By coincidence, McGown's Latin teacher when she was at school in the 60s was Colin Dexter, the man who would later go on to become the author of the Inspector Morse books. I'm always happy to find a new detective or mystery series, especially a UK one. And this one is very seasonal with its Christmas theme, so it felt like a little treat to me. I really liked the tone of the story. It moves along nicely. It's not over long, but there was a touch of humor to it as well. And I liked Lloyd and Judy as a couple. At one point, he's roped in to act as a stand-in on the theater stage during a rehearsal, and he's really good-natured about it. I liked this feeling of him being, a serious professional policeman, but also a human being with interests outside the job, helping out or getting roped into something that's outside of his comfort zone. I also liked the little moments where he's a bit of a fish out of water in his relationship. Judy is sort of a new woman, meaning she's independent and expects him to attend antenatal classes with her and things like that. And he's sort of from the previous generation. So it's nice to see that he's thoughtful and willing to sort of do this. He wants to meet her part way. He's not misogynistic. And I kind of liked how this was a reflection of the changing times that the book was written in, these sort of, these shifts in society and stuff. So there's a little bit of a slice of life there for me. I liked that the book isn't in a cute little village or a big city, but set in kind of more of a suburban setting. While doing routine life tasks, they run into people they know or people from the case. The town is big enough to have a rec center with a little theater attached to it, but small enough that it's amusing how seriously the director takes their job. It's quite funny. In this setting, the Christmas feels are strong with lights and carolers and some of the presents or clues and things like that. I also liked the plotting. The book moves along really nicely, which is really important with, I think with all genre fiction. You want that plotting to be tight, but especially with mysteries or thrillers. There's enough characters and personalities to keep you interested, and there's plenty of clues and red herrings to keep you guessing. There are a few intriguing paths that the book took us down and some personal secrets and things that get revealed as we go along. So I wasn't sure who the killer was till the end and why they did it, and I really liked that. I liked being pushed to, one conclusion and then another before the author brought it all home and tied up all those threads. So I really enjoyed that. I think for me, I'll be keeping an eye out for others in this series or others by this author. I really liked these two leads. I found them kind of interesting. They're a little bit different to each other, and I liked that. And I liked that there's a little bit of humor and local color in this series. It feels quite like it has a unique voice, which is really nice. And most importantly, I enjoyed how twisty and turny the plotting was. So if you're looking for a mystery author you might not have heard of, if you're like me and you kind of find a new mystery author and read everything of theirs you can get their hand on. Jill McGown is ripe for rediscovery. I think you guys will like her. And this one particularly has lovely seasonal themes, so it's perfect winter reading. Thank you to PGC Books for the copy of this book for review. And have you guys read this author before? If you have, maybe you can recommend me some in the series. Maybe I should start at the beginning if I seek her out. Let me know what you think. And thank you for joining me.